Paul and Pat, made landfall at exactly 4:45 our time. That is just it just made landfall to the southeast of the city of New Orleans. So again, you can see here on the radar just how massive this hurricane is. Here's a closer view. You can see the heavy rain going into the New Orleans area, but again, Louisiana, Mississippi, South Alabama into the Florida Panhandle. Isolated areas could get up to 20 inches of rain. Storm surge could get up to 12 feet. So flooding is the biggest concern, but we still have those very strong winds. Here's a look at its path. I thought this was kind of neat to show, all the way from the Atlantic. So again, winds sustained at 80 miles an hour. So again, it is a Category 1 hurricane, almost strengthened once again before it made landfall. But again, just making landfall as a Category 1, moving to the northwest at 8 miles an hour. So again, making landfall as a Category 1 with sustained winds at 80, but we've got gusts well above that. And again, those gusts extend at least 60 miles from the eye of the hurricane, and then tropical storm force winds extend 185 miles an hour, or 185 miles away from the eye of the hurricane. So what a massive storm that is making landfall tonight. Here at home, we are dealing with heat, and it's going to be hot again for tomorrow. Temperatures today running well above average. We made it to 90 degrees downtown. Most inland locations were into the triple digits. Normal high is 85, and we'll have a carbon copy of what we had out there today for tomorrow. Currently, we're into the 70s at the coast, 80s in the bays, and 90s still in the and further inland in San Bernardino and Riverside, still close to 100 degrees. Ridge of high pressure has built in, and we thought it was going to start to nudge out a little faster by tomorrow, but that is not the case. It's going to stay in place for one more day. It has expanded over our area, and then a trough of low pressure will dig in for the end of the week into the weekend, and that's when our temperatures will cool down and we will see the return of the marine layer. So in the meantime, we've got sunny skies even all the way to the coast. West winds anywhere between about 10 to 15 knots, surf 1 to 3 feet, and swells coming in, a mixed swell out of the south and west down to 2 feet. Your extended forecast brings those very hot and then temperatures just very lovely as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we will see the return of the marine layer, some morning clouds and afternoon sunshine. Paul, Pat, back to you.
Yeah.
I do. I studied them. I've been in them, so I know what it's like to prepare for them. And it's a Category 1, and whenever you've got a Category 1 hurricane, the big problem is the flooding, the heavy amounts of rain. This is also a slow mover. It's moving to the northwest right around 8 miles an hour. So the eye actually made a landfall just a little bit ago, and again, we are looking at heavy amounts of rain, isolated areas up to 20 inches, very serious storm surge up to 20 feet or 12 feet of possibility. But you can see how far the rain bands extend. This is a very big hurricane as far as we've got these winds extending at least 60 miles from the eye. I'll have more on this and our heat coming up at 6.
And when, Jackie?
Well, right now it continues to move through Louisiana. The eye made a landfall earlier this evening, just about 90 miles to the southeast of the city of New Orleans. But again, it's such a large hurricane. So we've got hurricane force winds extending 60 miles from the eye, 185 miles from the eye. We've got tropical storm force winds. Again, the sustained winds were 80 miles an hour. Looked like it was going to strengthen right before it did make landfall. But again, it did make landfall as a Category 1. You can see on the radar how much heavy rain is falling into southeast portions of Louisiana, up into Mississippi, Alabama, and also into Florida. But these bands extending all the way into Virginia right now, and this system expected to stay on that northwesterly track and then eventually curve to the northeast. I'll have more on that and our heat here at home coming up in just a few minutes. Rick, back to you.
All right, thank you.